Welcome to Piriapolis, a seaside resort built by one ambitious Uruguayan who wanted a European-style beach town right here on the Atlantic. I arrived here about half an hour ago by bus all the way from Punta del Este, and I'm staying in a hostel which is just about a block away from here, and it is a little bit more expensive around here for hostels, £21 a night, and that is the cheapest. I am only staying here for one night only before I head up to the capital, which is about 2 hours away that way, Montevideo. And the reason I've come here is because so many people commented on various videos that I've done on Uruguay saying you need to come here. And that's the Atlantic, so I'm going to try and cross the road and show you some of the beach. And the idea is I'm going to climb up to the top of that hill and have a look down. Oh, I'm moving a bit quicker than usual. So it's Friday afternoon. It is just after 2:30, and I know that the bus loads of people from Buenos Aires will be coming in the next few hours, and then this beach tomorrow will be very busy. So this crazy Uruguayan that built this place was Francisco Piria, and he had been visiting places in Europe and he decided he wanted a bit of Monaco. So he chose this place, and that was in the late 1890s when he started planning. And you've got places like the Hotel Argentina, which is from the 1930s, and it's got the old faded look of the past about this. And one of the reasons I'm only doing one night is because not just the price of the hostel, which I'm just about affording for this month, but I have done beach after beach after beach, and I just fancied going into the city. But when you look at the hotel, that is old style. I mean, that looks expensive to stay in. In fact, I'm going to have a walk across the road. And I did stop off here on the way to Punta del Este, because I was staying in a very small village down that way, and a little old lady who picked me up dropped me off here, so I've had to walk through here to the bus station. But I think this is where I turned to head towards the transport, so I've not really seen much of this. So I had a guess, rough idea that this was really a nice place to come just to save. And that hill already looks a bit steep for my flip-flops to climb, but it should be interesting to see if I can do it. And there's the guy himself, Piria. So his vision is what is here today. So there's plenty of old buildings from that era when it was first built. 1890, it's got on that little sign down there. Oh, there's a tourist information office. Let's see if there's any maps. And then find out how long it takes to actually climb to the top of there. That was handy. Got a map showing me exactly where to go. And I think from what I gather, that used to be the theatre, but now is tourist information, and there's loads of tourist information offices in the town according to the map. But she said 20 to 30-minute walk to the top should give me the route to go, and depending on fitness. So yeah, 30 minutes. She was very informative about the history of the town, which I've already told you. But one thing I got wrong was it's not the Hotel Argentina, it's the Hotel Argentino. And I thought I'd mention that because I know I'll get a few comments going, you said it wrong. So I'm just going to carry on along here on this side, because I'm going to try and find a cafe, because I'm in the need of a coffee and maybe a short bite to eat, which hopefully will be a bit more cheaper than the little bite to eat I got in Punta del Este at the fish and chip shop. Now, I've already got the feeling that this is not a party place. This is more family friendly, chilled, romantic couples coming down to relax. It's got that vibe. So I have walked further on down, and this is where it starts getting busier. You can see on the beach there is more people. And as I've walked down, I've looked at all the restaurants, and they are all very expensive. There's a few cafes, well, they're advertised as cafes, but they seem to be just ice cream places. But I've had something to eat, and please don't judge me. I went there. McDonald's. It was the cheapest place. I had a Big Mac, chips and a Fanta with 390 pesos. And that's with the tax taken off, which non-Uruguayans, foreigners, tourists will get. I think it's 15%. But it's filled me up. And because it is cheap, I am happy, because I am trying to save money. But I am starting to get some donations through my Buy Me a Coffee page, and there has been a lot of people sort of donating cash to me for my adventures, for my travels, to help me out, which I am eternally grateful for. And these people include Paul Kelly, Andy, Jolly, Sarah and Graham. I'm actually reading it off my phone as I'm walking away. So them people, thank you so much. You helped me survive in Uruguay, an expensive country. And according to the map that the tourist information gave me, I've just got to walk along there, and there is a path that takes me upwards. And I have just walked past this, which was the Ooh La La Cafe with the Eiffel Tower outside. Ooh La La, I do like that. Very European. And this path that goes all the way around, is it a promenade? But it's called the Rambla over here. And it does go on for quite a distance, not just this way but all the way down that way, which could be ideal for my next 5k run tomorrow morning. And you've got lots of murals around dictating the history of the place. But I'm coming to the edge of the beach area. And there's a small marina just over there. Oh, there's a castle. Or a hotel to look like a castle. That's quite impressive. Hotel Colon. And I've just realised I'm on the bicycle path, so don't want to get knocked over. Too late. So this is, as it says there, the founder, Francisco Piria. Oh, the sun's in the way, but I don't know if you can see. Glasses, cigar, walking stick. Yeah, he's been to Europe. When you do get to the edge, you don't realise how busy the beach is. Or how big it is either. It stretches all the way over there. Now, one of the places I did want to go to is about a 3-mile walk out of town, and it is to a castle. And I was keen on getting there, but with the time frame that I've got, it's a shame I'm not going to go and see it. And I did fancy doing the hill. More importantly, I'm sure there's other castles I can see in Uruguay over the next 2 weeks I've got left here. I think I found a castle. So according to organic maps, that is the art museum, but it's got in brackets castle. There you go, I found a castle. I'm happy. So the path going upwards is just past the marina, so I might see some expensive looking boats that I can't afford. But you're coming away from the touristy side. It's still got cafes which overlooks the ocean, Atlantic. It's quite chilled. Right, I'm down on the marina, and obviously this is not as big as the one from the last place, Punta del Este. It's a smaller version, but I've just seen 3 sea lions. You've got one in the water and then one each side on the concrete bits, and they're just chilling, enjoying the sunshine. Now I can't get any closer because there's a fence line down there. Shame. Can you do any tricks? Shame I can't get any closer. I've just walked along that pathway down into the marine itself. I've just seen this big bad boy who's just lying on his back, flapping his flippers every now and again into the water, so you know he's alive. Oh, I think he's just trying to get comfortable. See, it's not just me that likes the afternoon snoozes. Beautiful. Right, let's try and find this pathway to get up there. Just down from the marina, not too far away, is the steps that take you to the top, and already I can see a statue of someone. Oh, there's a little map to give you the way to go, but all I'm assuming is I just follow these steps. Is there how many steps there is? 180 meters. Right, just follow that yellow line. I'll see you at the top. So I got a little bit excited because I thought, hey, the statue's here and I'm at the top. No, I'm not. I think I'm only halfway. There's a lot of steps coming up. I mean, I lost count after 10. But even from up here, this side, the view's amazing. You've got that peninsula there, which looks really old-fashioned. And then you've got the coastal road going along. I've still got a few steps to do to get to the top. In fact, I do believe I've got to follow the road. Oh, I'm at the top. That was a long walk. So when you get to the top, when you get to the top of the stairs, you just follow the road round, and basically it just goes around and around. It's taking about 25 minutes to walk up here. It'll take a lot less going back down. I was determined to do it. No cars passed me until I was nearly here. Those I would start hitching, and then all of a sudden about 5 cars passed me. But the views as you walk up start getting more and more, and this is it. So communication tower, I'm assuming, is that. Souvenir shop. Just try and work out where the best views are. I'm assuming that's a lighthouse. And already I'm going, wow. You got a little bar. Climb these steps. Oh, it's not a lighthouse. Oh, right. And there's a view. Look at that. I mean, to be honest, when I was at the edge of the beach, you got the same sort of view. Now, I was told that there is another hill that I could have climbed, which I think is that one over there. But that would have been a bit too much. Wow. Just to give you an idea of how far I have walked, you can just make out the Argentino Hotel all along the beachfront, and the marina is somewhere down there with the walkway across that way. That's a few steps today I've done. What gets me is the amount of cars that's up here makes it a popular tourist destination for people who come to this town. And then on the other side you can just make out the view I saw from before. Now I assumed I was the only one who's walked all this way, but I've just seen another couple just starting their descent to go back down. So I am going to say goodbye to the peak. And this place has been really interesting, the whole town. Glad I came. Glad I was recommended it by other people who have commented. But tomorrow morning I will be leaving Piriapolis to go to the capital, Montevideo. It's going to be a bit different from the rest of Uruguay that I've seen so far, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm planning on being there for about 3 days. I'm now going to head back to the hostel. I reckon it's going to be about a 30-minute walk, because I will be a bit faster because I'm not doing any filming or stopping off for a McDonald's. I will be heading down to the shops when I get back to get some food, probably some pasta and tuna just to keep me filled up. Work out where I'm staying tomorrow night, and transport. I think it's about a 2-hour, 3-hour bus ride, but I'll find out. But if you've enjoyed this little town, this beach resort, Piriapolis. It's taken me a long time to learn how to say that. Then all you got to do is press that like button if you want to see the capital of Uruguay, Montevideo. Then subscribe. But until next time, I've got a few steps to take to get back. Bye bye for now.